Hey, hey, hey. Had to go find my shoes. I got my special red and blue shoes on. How you doing today? I see one person's in looking. Hi. Okay. Okay. Who's joining me today? Got a great workout, such a simple workout. I'm so excited to share it with you today. So let's see who else. I know we got two, I can't even see who's in yet unless you say hi. 3 people are in. Is anybody going to message today? There you go, Rosie, the first one messaging today. Thanks for being here. Excited to have you. Got such a simple workout today, but very instructional. Pat and Laura, great to see you here. Thanks so much. We've got a great workout today. It's so simple. It's one of the most simple exercises, workout sessions we're going to do, but so critical to strength and stability. I don't even know what time it is right now. You can tell. Pat, you just finished 29, the 29th workout. That exercise number 29. How was it? I hope you enjoyed it. You're going to be an animal in here, Pat. You're doing back-to-back classes. Bob Eubanks just came on, and Ken, great to see you here as well, Ken. Thanks so much for being here. As I was saying, today is such a simple workout. It may be, Mr. Dan, good morning, Mr. Eubanks, Mr. Bob. Today may be the most simple workout we've ever done, but I was going over a lot of messages. I was also thinking back to some of the issues that people are talking about, and also one of the things that I worked on with Bob as he began to get stronger. It's so weird. I started saying, yesterday I was trying to say something and I couldn't get the words out. It was the weirdest thing. But yeah, today is going to be so simple. We're going to be working on a specific strengthening that I think is so important for everybody. And it's one of these workouts that you'll come back and do again and again, just as a stabilization, especially as we begin to get better and stronger. It would be a way to remind how important that is, or this workout is. Pat, you want to be great? You are great. So you're going to be greatest. That's what I'm going to say. So the fact that you're already doing workouts, and I think you're going to find today's workout very a great addition to the workout you've already done. Craig, good morning, everyone. Great to see you here. Carol, great to see you here as well. Thanks for showing up. Craig, I think you're going to enjoy this workout today. I think everyone will enjoy this workout today. It's going to be dynamic, very, very simple. And I think I got a message today that's going to be pretty dynamic as well. We've obviously got, the group is growing. Rosa, thank you. What a lovely message it is. And the greatest part of all the training that we're doing is the fact that it is making such a big difference. We get messages in, we get emails in, we get testimonials coming in, reviews. And the fact that you all show up, week in, week out, shows that there has to be a positive impact. Who would keep coming back to something that was really bad? I love the theater. I absolutely adore the theater. It's probably my favorite place to go. In my, obviously there's no theater out right now, but I've gone and I saw a production of West Side Story and I saw a production of Evita, both shows that I love. And I walked out at halftime on both of them because they weren't very good. The quality wasn't great. I went and saw a chorus line. And I stayed through the whole thing, but I was disappointed. So you don't go back to something that isn't working or isn't great. But I've been to those shows with other productions and they've been fantastic. So you're going to keep going back. That's what I'm saying. Deborah, great to see you here. Thanks for being here, Deborah. Larry, howdy. Howdy, there. If you aren't careful, your accent will give you away. Yes, I actually am from Texas. You can tell that, Larry. No one knows, but Larry and I are actually next door neighbors. We go golfing together all the time. And so I got to keep trying to put on this English accent. No, this English accent. I keep trying to work on it so no one knows where I'm from. But Larry, please don't give anything more away. Get a rope. You get off your horse and drink your milk. Ildi, good morning. Congratulations. Ildi's put up, I don't know if you saw it, but put up a great message the other day where she's better. I mean, Ildi, when was the last time you were able to balance on one leg? I know it sounds funny. You said it because it sounds very balanced on one leg, but you're able to reach down and put your sock on without holding on to anything, which really is deep. I remember Bob got so excited when he actually could stand up, and Bob, this sounds weird, but you could actually put your pants back on again without having to hold on to something or sit down. It's such simple little things that make you realize how much you're progressing. So congratulations, Ildi, and great to have that messaging in there. It means you're getting better. See, that's why I say we're not slowing down the aging process, we're reversing the aging process, the physical aging process. We actually reverse it because you can do things you haven't been able to do for years. And if you didn't train, you wouldn't be able to do them again. So great job. Jen, good morning, Jen. Great to have you here always. Vicky, happy Thanksgiving to your 60 Up family. I love that. Thanks so much. We are a family. We're all working together to be greatest that we can be. Vicky, you'll do this one. Vicky, this is such a simple workout today. It won't be strenuous. It won't be hard work, but it's going to be so important. It's something that I don't think I've addressed enough. And I see people with comments, which is why I created this simple Tuesday workout. And I think it's going to be so dynamic for so many. Good morning, Jen. Deborah, good morning. Thanks so much for being here. Okay, so I'm going to get on with my message today so we can get on with this workout because that's why you're here. But my message, I was out this morning nice and early. What a beautiful morning it was as well. It still is. Bob, my wife wanted me to learn how to put my pants on. That's great, Bob. I love that. The message today, I was out this morning and I was working pretty hard doing a workout up a very steep incline. And I was thinking, some of the points I felt like stopping. I was like, oh, can I do this day? Maybe it's just not my day. And, you know, we've all got excuses not to do it, but I kept staying in there and it hurt. It was tough. But I got to the top and I began to think, and I do this with coaching all the time. I do that when I speak on the inspirational circuit as well. You know, performance, if I say to you how much, and I say this to athletes, of your performance is mental, people will say between 80 and 90% of your performance is mental. Well, today, it was all mental for me because I was thinking of stopping. I was thinking of, you know, I had every excuse. Oh, I've done good enough. I can stop today. And I began to think, how much is mental? Now, you'll see comments that are put on here where people go, oh, the board is so expensive or it's not worth the money. And that's their mental approach because they're coming in from a point of view, which is understandable. But at the same time, they're not looking at what it can do. They're looking at what can it do for me, right? Instead of all of you that are there and watching this and participating, you're making it work for you by doing the work. So if 80 to 90% of performance is mental, then what do we do with our training of our mental strength? What do we do? It really comes down to positive attitude. And that's why I love all of you so much, because you're so positive and have results. So as we're going through the program, I want you to think of positive enforcement for what you're doing. Send those messages to your body of believing in yourself, of trusting in yourself, of knowing, because you feel it, there's more to you than what you're doing. You just need to know how to get there, but you're willing to do the work. So it's so critical that, you know, 80, 90% of performance is mental. Then have the right mental approach. Have the belief, the willingness to go through the tough times, knowing that there's a better you that's going to come out. And so many of you have seen it already. The other thing is before you go to bed at night, you know where you've got aches and pains. You know what the struggles are. I remember when I broke my foot, I was in a boot for 8 months. They wanted to operate. I didn't do it. Every morning I would wake up and I wouldn't even open my eyes. Before I'd even open my eyes, I'd waggle my toes. Just to find out, sure enough, the pain was still there. I was praying that one day I'd wake up and the pain wasn't there. 8 months I went through this, having broken, you know, my toes and or my toe, and been put in a boot for 8 months, and my foot had seized up. It was now like a rock. The tendons weren't firing. The bones wouldn't work, and so much of it was I was hoping instead of thinking. right? I'm hoping that an outer force will come in. I met a guy called Dr. Hall, who in one session changed my foot, changed everything, and I was back walking again. Had to still do a bunch of exercises for 3 months to gain the strength, but Dr. Hall changed my life. But when you go to bed at night, think about where you have the aches and pains and think positively. While you're sleeping, tell your brain to help control the process, the immune system to go to that area. And while you sleep, it's going to be working. I'm not going to say it's going to be a whole, one night it'll be better, but you're doing the work. Let the mental side kick in and be everything you're born to be. Let the brain heal the body. You're made to heal. Your body is designed so brilliantly to help correct any issues you have. Don't go to bed negative. Go to bed, put the brain, I want my foot to get better. I want my foot to get better. It's going to get better. I'm going to be smart. I'm going to do the work. While I'm sleeping, I want my body to start healing the area that won't work. And send those messages, visualize it. I'm big into visualization with my players. So 80% is mental. Do the mental work and it will have so much more results. So that's what I wanted to say today, my message. Kathy, great to see you here. You came onto here right after Bob put his pants back on. So Bob Eubanks, thanks for letting us know that. Beth, great to see you here. Thanks so much for being here. Laura, cheaper in the long run to do. The fact you can do this at home without getting out right now. Thanks so much for that support. We know, we live it. We live it with so many of you that have seen amazing results. And look, it is, you have to pay money obviously to be part, but it's more than just a board. I tell people, it's not just the board, it's the whole program. It's the support. It's amazing Kathy, amazing Debbie, the people that come in, our amazing customer service team, the people that reach out and try and help. It's more than just a board. Denise, good morning. You're stiff, but you're going to do your best. Well, of course you're going to do your best. You always do your best. I love your attitude and your energy and your messaging. So today will be very simple. Everyone, it's the most simple workout that you can do. So, but it's very specific. Don't get me wrong. This is not float through it. And then Deborah, thanks so much as well. So with that being said, I want to get going. Now, this workout you could do without your shoes on if you wanted to. So I would say today, I'm going to keep my shoes on for the workout just because I want to go through and be like most people will be doing. But if you want to later on come back and do it a second time, I'm sure you're going to do this workout many times. Do it without your shoes on. I give full permission for that, especially the first part. If you feel a little slippery, then put your shoes back on. Today we're going to do it. So we're specializing today in the foot. Now, let me explain why I came up with that. A lot of people have foot issues, whether it's drop foot, whether it's neuropathy, whether it's strength in the toes, whether it's pressure point on the heels. I spoke to a great guy the other day. His name was Bob. And hopefully, Bob, you'll get to see this because these were some of the exercises that we were doing as well. Some we did in a chair. And I'm going to, again, look at awakening the foot. It's your first point of contact. Remember, when you stand up, when you get on that floor, the first point of contact is your foot. That's where you want to have the most senses coming from your brain to the body and feedback going back and the strength, because if your feet aren't strong, your balance is going to suffer. So with that being said, here we go. Very simple exercises, like I said. All I want you to do is just push up your right knee and down. Push up your left knee and down. Right knee and down. Left knee and down. Right knee down. And all we're doing is we're beginning to supple up the toes, right where the toes meet the foot. We're just getting that little bend in there. So just nice and easy. Keep doing that. Don't stop. You can go a little faster if you begin to feel like you're warming up. We just want to loosen the foot up. And all you're doing is bringing the knee forward, and that forces the toe to bend at the point where it joins the foot. Just that foot crease in there. Can you go a little bit faster? Now, while you're doing that and keep going, I'm going to come in, turn the camera down and zoom in a little closer because I want you to be able to see oops, I want you to be able to see what I'm doing with the feet more. Okay, this should be good, I'm hoping. And my head's still in as well, that's incredible. Okay, so next thing I want you to do, I want you to step close to the board, take your right foot and put it on number 1. You'll feel how the board rocks to the side. Now from here, I want you to push up on your little toe. The knee will go out. Now push on the big toe. And if you notice, as I do this, my heel is coming up and down on both sides. So all we're gonna do is rock the foot. Little toe, big toe. Little toe, big toe. And just pushing side to side, where we're really beginning to feel the pressure point. Little toe, now hold it there. Give time for the brain to feel the pressure in the thing. Now bring the foot flat, now push on your big toe. Hold it there. Give time for the brain to feel the pressure point and the pressure point to send the message back to the brain. Good, let's change feet. Put your left foot on number 1. Now what I want you to do, push up on your little toe, push up on your big toe. And again, your heel is coming up off of the board. If I did it sideways, I'm doing this. There you go. And what I like about the fact that the board is on an angle is you'll feel more that you can push on your little toe, because we're beginning to lean that way. We want to strengthen the outside of the foot. Think about it. Most times when we feel that we're stumbling, we're falling, we're off balance, it's normally away from the center of the body. Think about your big toe. It's to the center, so we have the other leg to support, whereas it's the outside of the foot and the little toe that we want to have that strength to push back before we even feel anything. Good, let's change feet again. Same thing, put your right foot on number 1. Now, lift up little toe, big toe. Little toe, big toe. Little toe, big toe. Last time, big toe. Let's change feet. Left foot up. Little toe, big toe. Little toe, big toe. Little mouse, big mouse. Little mouse, I don't know where that just came from, but it just came out. There you go. Good. Now bring your foot back. Just what I want you to do now is just put the ball of your foot on the edge of the board and push your heel to the ground. And again, bend that knee very slightly. Good. The reason we're doing this is you should have already felt how your calf muscle began to get integrated as you push, and we want to make sure that the calves don't tighten up. We want to keep them nice and at least stretched out, especially early in the workout when they may be a little tight. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing but add something, because we know that pressure points are all over the foot. So what I want you to do now is press on your little toe. Now press on your heel and lift up the toe. Then press on your big toe. Now press on your heel and you'll feel you'll lean back slightly. Then little toe, heel, big toe, heel. And when we pull on the heel, make sure that toe comes up. So little toe, because what we want to do is feel specifically that pressure point. Now, for some of you that have drop foot, are having a hard time, you may not be able to pick that foot up when you press on the heel, pick the top. So what I want you to do, and I will do it here, just push on the heel. Push your weight onto the heel. Little toe, feel it, heel. Big toe, heel. Little toe, last time, heel, last one, big toe. Now press on that heel, pull that toe up if you can, and let's change feet. Left foot on number 1. Little toe, heel. Big toe, heel. Little toe, heel. Big toe. You know what's so nice? Keep doing this. Just feel that pressure. What's so nice? I just had a flashback to my dog when I was a young boy. I had a dog called Tasha. She was a German Shepherd dog. And she was an incredibly protector there. But I always used to say to her, heel, Tasha, heel. And I just had that flashback as I'm saying heel. So I send my best to her. She's in a beautiful place now. Good, heel. So toe, now lift up, heel. And again, if you have neuropathy, this should help trying to get those senses going. Again, if it hurts to press hard, have soft pressure. And if you have drop foot, just put your weight on the heel and then shift to the toe. Heel, toe, last couple, heel, push on the outside little toe, heel, big toe, and come back and rest. Now, let's roll out the ankles, because again, ankle strength and suppleness is really important as we begin to develop the strength for balance, as change feet. The other thing is, as well, is obviously for us to be able to get the messaging through to our toes and our toes back to our brain, we want to make sure that we're as supple so we don't have any areas that are super tight and may block the messaging, or at least slow it down, stop it flowing. We want to have those water pipes where the water shoots through, not where there's all the plaque buildup in there. So we want to loosen as much as we can, any areas we can. Okay, so what I want you to do now is step up on 2 and 2. Now let's just rock. Oops, I lost my head. Hang on one second. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. There you go. And we're just going to rock side to side on 2 and 2. Now, what I want you to do is you're going to lift your foot, or the heel of your foot. So I'm going to show you, keep rocking, but just watch what I'm going to do. When I push to the side, I'm going to go up and let my knee touch the pole. You'll notice when you do that, your heel comes up, you're putting the pressure on your little toe. So come up, press, come up, press, come up, press. So what you should feel is as you begin to lean, and look, I'm leaning inside the pole, but I'm still, again, balanced. I'm just pushing on my little toe. My heel comes up. There you go. Heel comes up, and I put just a little pressure on my little toe. You'll feel it more in there, and I've got the ability, now I'm here, now push to the other side. I'm here, now push back off the little toe. Now, bring your feet slightly more in, because I'm noticing as I'm doing this, I want to have a little more pressure on my little toe. So now push on the little toe, now up, now push from the little toe to come back. Here and push, here and push, here and push, here and push. Good. So what I want you to do now is just rock nice and easy. Now what I want you to do is push to your, we'll start by to the right. Now push on, bring your left knee in and push on the big toe down. Bring the knee, push on the big toe down. So I'm pushing as I'm here. So now I'm strengthening up the big toe area. I push, and 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 I push. So by bringing my knee in, the pressure goes on the big toe. Now I push on the big toe and flatten my foot. I push and flatten, push and flatten, push and flatten, push and flatten. Now let's just rock flat. So now what we're going to do, we're going to combine the two. All right? We're going to figure this out together. I'm going to take you through this slowly. Push to the right. Now go up on the knee. Now go up on the left ball of the foot. So if you notice, both knees are leaning to the right. Now come flat. Go up on the other side. So I got the inside of my right foot, outside of my left foot. Go flat and lift. Flat, lift. And what we've got is the brain is now figuring out two pressure points at the same time. The inside of the right foot, and now we've got the inside the left foot, outside the left foot, outside the right foot. So let's go slow. Go into here and hold this position. Little toe on the left foot, big toe on the right foot. Now go flat. We transition, go up. Little toe on the right foot, big toe on the left foot. So just a couple. Rock up and rock up and rock up and rock up. Good. And just come back to rocking together. Nice and easy. Very good. So what we're working on here, obviously, is the brain feeling the pressure points. We've also got in here the strengthening of the joints where the toe goes and the tendons that connect the toes to having the strength to react and push back again as well. And the messaging going on of the pressure points you want to use. Again, great exercises. Good, so what we're going to do, we're going to move on to now to do one that's for drop foot. So what I want you to do, push down with your left foot, step back with your right. Very simple, good. Now, What I want you to do is put the ball of your foot on the back edge of the board and push your heel to the ground. There you go, pushing down. We're stretching the calf again. Let's go across to the left side. And again, this is an exercise. Now, for those of you with drop foot or want to strengthen your toes, feet, being able to lift those toes higher, strengthen the front of the ankle and the shin, this exercise is great for you. Put the ball of your foot on the edge of the board. Now, put your weight on your left leg. Now, what I want you to do is think of your right foot. It's going to be at this angle. I want you to think of it being a rocket and the toes taking off. But we're going to do something in here where we're here. The toes take off and then tap your heel and now bring it back to the ground again. And when we bring it back, you'll notice my heel touches the edge of the board and I'm wiping off that dog poop. How can you say that, Dan? Just like this, dog poop. Okay, so start with the ball of the foot on the ground. Now let the toes take off. Put your weight on the left foot, toes take off like a rocket. Your right leg will bend. I tap my heel, push your heel into the ground, lift it up, put the heel on the edge of the board and drag that foot to the ground. Let's try the other side. So put the ball of the foot on the board. Now, for those of you with drop foot have a hard time, start by lifting your foot, put it on the board and drag your foot so the heel is on the ground, right? We've been able to reverse the action to get the foot there. Now, bending the leg, left leg, right foot has your weight on it. Push the rocket up, push the heel into the ground, and then drag it back down again. So we're going to, again, focus on the drop foot issue. Put your foot on the board, drag your heel to the ground so your toe is facing up. Now, think about it. Connect your brain. Pull those toes up. Even if you don't have drop foot, pull those toes back in your shoe. Put your weight on your left foot. Shoot the foot to the sky. Put the heel on the ground. Push on the heel so you have that pressure point and drag that foot back to the ground. Left foot. Heel on the ground. Again, pull the toes up inside your shoes. Now, put your weight on your right leg. Shoot the toes to the sky. Put your weight on the heel. Now, flatten the foot, drag it to the ground. Feel those toes pull back and back again. Here we go, one more time. Again, if you want to just put your foot right on the board, go for it. If you've got drop foot, put your foot on the board and drag it back down. Now, here we go. Pull those toes up. Weight goes on your left leg. Bend both knees. Shoot the toe to the sky. Put the heel on the board. Press the heel into the board. Flatten the foot. Drag it to the ground. Heel touches the ground first and then comes to the ground. Last time, left foot. Put the ball of the foot on the edge of the board. There you go. Feel that stretch. Now, transfer your weight back onto the right foot. Pull your toes back in your shoe, shoot it to the sky, heel on the board, put that pressure on the heel. Now flatten the foot, drag it down, put the heel on the ground. Now pull those toes back and foot goes back on the ground. So that's a great exercise to begin to, again, look at strengthening the feet. And the reason I put the heel on the board and press is I want you to feel heel pressure. I think it was Anne. It might have been Anne who was talking about walking backwards and stepping. As you walk backwards and you step into here, as you put your weight on the heel, you've got to have that point of pressure connection to be able to push back if you feel you're going backwards, or small little steps, you want to feel that heel impact. So we're including that in this exercise. All right, get a quick drink of water. Here we go. Empty, old water, haha. Fresh water. I saw Bob write a comment. Good morning, Autumn. Great to see you that. Great to see you that. Great to see you and that you're here. I told you I'm having problems with my words today. Bob, another Bob. How did he spell his name? Probably spelled it backwards. No, Bob, he spells it forward. You spell your names backwards, Bob. That's why I always get your name wrong. Autumn, you're back in San Diego from Maui. That's awesome. Bob's dog's name is Lucky. Great little dog. She's so cute. You'll see her in some videos, actually. But she uses the board too. Then you have to wipe it off. Yeah, nice, Bob. Now we know. We know why your board is always so shiny, Bob. Hey, Rand, great to see you, Rand. Thanks for being in, Kim. Great to see you here as well. Okay, next exercise we're going to do. What I want you to do now is step up on number 3. Step back across, and number 3. If you notice when you step up on 3, you're working on the inside pressure of your foot, because obviously the board is slanted to the side. If you leant on the little toe, you'd start falling off to the side. So we put the pressure on the big toe, step back, and again, we're working on foot pressure, feeding that pressure point that allows you to stay solid. Now, what I want you to do is press and bend your knee and push your weight onto your big toe. So I'm here, I bend and push my weight, and you'll feel it is onto the big toe. Hang on one second, let me just even this board up because I want you to be able to see. There you go. So I step on the 3, bend my toe, I step back, bend, and again, think of putting your weight on your big toe. We're going to start doing some fast footwork in a minute, because again, critical that you can move your feet fast. That will allow you, if you're moving your feet fast, to keep your center of balance and keep your body, or at least your feet, underneath your head. You want to keep your feet underneath your head unless you're sleeping. Don't keep your feet under your head if you're sleeping. Okay, so now what I want you to do, and this is a little bit of a challenge test, step on 3 and just put your weight on your little toe. You'll notice when you put your weight on, you begin to push to the side. Again, push back. So 3, push back. 3, little toe. You'll feel like you're beginning to lean off of the board and push back. You'll feel there's like a little spring back. So I want you to go now here. Now spring back. Little spring back. A couple of times more. Spring back. Down. Spring back. Good. Now we're going to add some fast footwork in here because we want to speed up our feet. So I want you to put pressure right now on your big toe joint and the inside of your foot. So let me show you one time. Big toe bend, quick little steps going across. Big toe bend, quick little steps going across. Take more steps than you need. This is your brain. Right, left, right, left, right, left. We're speeding up the brain messaging. We're getting that fast twitch fiber of the feet, getting used to going quickly. Great for if you begin to fall to the side, you can move your feet. Great if you begin to fall forward, you can move those feet quickly. So this is fast foot training for balance, but feeling pressure point on the foot. Are you ready? Here we go. Step, bend the knee, feel the pressure now. Quick feet, quick little steps going across, bend. And quick little feet going across, bend. This is a lot harder. It's a good little cardio exercise going across. Good. Bend. Now what I want you to do is push back and quick little feet. So I'm here. It's almost like I'm almost jumping back and landing. I'm here, push, and as soon as you land, your feet speed up. As soon as you feel your feet touch the ground, not land and then go. Land, I'm going quick little feet. Here. Quick little feet going across. Here. Quick little feet going across. Last one. Bend, push. Quick little feet back to the middle. Good. Shake those legs out. Whew, I can feel the heart rate jumping up there. Remember, if you need to go slower, go at your own pace. If you feel that you want to take a break and come join back in again when you're ready. If you just need to let your heart recover, you can just stand here and just stepping side to side. Now, we're going to do the same thing again one time, but now we're going to put the pressure on the little toe as if we were falling to the side and we push back to save ourselves falling into the river. Yeah, the river. Where did that come from? It came from the mountains, the water came down and then it started running, or maybe it was the rain. That's where okay, back on with the workout. Here we go. Push outside of the foot now, push back, quick little feet. Good. Now begin to lean as if you're pushing and push back, quick little feet. Now I know for a fact that this is such a great exercise. I've heard from people who've used the board that have fallen numerous times. Again, push as if you're falling to the side, now push back. And they've been out, they've walked into one of those parking concrete blocks and fallen and save themselves. I know even my own mother went out for a walk with some of her friends and began to slide down the side of a hill that had been washed out, with the path had been washed out, and she was able to keep her balance as she began to slide sideways. Last one, each side, little toe push, quick little steps, and little toe push, and there you are. And I love the little toe, the little mouse. The little mouse is doing great, and the little mouse one day will turn into a big mouse. What am I doing? I hope you show up for the entertainment value, because sometimes I wonder where it comes from. Okay, what we want to do on the next one, step up on one and one and just rock side to side. There you go, nice and easy. So we want to bring the heart rate down for a second. We want to start feeling those pressure points again, and hopefully you're really feeling this. And I'm telling you, this is such a great workout to come back and do maybe once a week, even some of it, right? You don't have to do the whole workout. Come back and work on the toe pressure point. Neuropathy, come back. You can do these sitting in a chair. The pushing on the little toe, pushing on the big toe, pushing on the heel can be done on a chair. It's so critical to get those pressure points. That's how we learn to walk in the first place. The brain engaged with the feet to feel the pressure points when a baby's trying to stand. It's nothing to do with strength. Obviously, you want to have muscle strength to be able to stand, but it's not your muscles that give you balance. It's your ability to feel the pressure points and adjust as you move. So pressure point training critical. Okay, we're gonna run for 2 minutes now. We've had a very simple workout. I now want you to think of those feet and fast twitch fibers. So let's start. I don't know what happened to my voice there. So we're just going in here nice and easy. My heels right now are coming off the board, but my feet are staying on the board. I'm not lifting my feet yet. So we're just rocking side to side. There you go. Pushing, push on the toes. Push on the toes. Push on the toes. Push on the toes. I feel like a song about to break out. Push on the toes. Push on the toes. Push on the toes. Okay, when you go to sleep tonight, do not be thinking push on the toes. Do not have that in your head. Do not hear my voice tonight. And because I said don't do it, you're probably going to have it. Okay, here we go. We're going to start a little faster now. Lift those feet. So I'm just lifting my feet up and down, touching the board, very light pressure. Now, as you're doing this, I want you to think of every time your foot touches the board, can you feel that exact moment that it touches? Right, left, right, left. So you can feel, and by the time you feel it, it's already gone. But I want you to be aware of that touch point. And now we're going to go a little bit faster. We've got about 30 seconds left to go. We're going to go just that little bit faster. There you go. Next exercise coming up. I can't wait to teach. I've never taught it before in the way we're going to teach it. Here we go, last 5 seconds. Can you go a little faster? Here's your cardio workout for the day. And some of you will be amazed at what you can do. I know my own mother loves this exercise. Good. Come back and just rock side to side. Whew. Good, push on your left foot, step back off the board, grab a quick drink of water. Again, getting that heart rate up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Bob. Hey. Duresha, great to see you here. Kim, great to see you. I already said hi to Kim, but I'll say hi again, Kim. Duresha, great to see you here. Thanks so much for being here. Susan, hope that you're joining in with us here. Thanks for showing up. It's great to have you. Terme, great to see you here as well. For those of you who don't know, Terme works, she catches, what's it called when you have people that go out and catch termites? Anyway, she goes out. It's funny you're here because she catches little mice and sets them free out in the fields. Simple workout, but really important. Yeah, Bob, absolutely. I remember us going through these as well. Duresha, good silliness. Don't set me off. Don't encourage me. What I had for breakfast today, Bob, you're funny. I haven't had breakfast yet today. Maybe that's the problem. But thanks, Pat. Thanks, Laura. All right. I used to be a stand-up comedian, but they made me sit down. Okay. Next thing I want you to do, step up and put your left foot on 3, right foot on 2. Now, watch one time when I do this because you're going to see a little difference. I'm just going to move my feet sideways until I begin to go over the other side. Now, we're going to do this a little bit slow to begin with because what we're doing is when we get here, you'll feel the board to rock and then we've got to shuffle the feet again. So let's go over this really slow to begin. Are you ready? Small little steps going across. When you feel the middle, begin to put small little steps and then pressure over. And let's go the other way. Step. Now remember, the reason we're doing this is because we want to make sure that in everyday life, you feel comfortable. Now you'll notice when you get to the middle, there's a little double rock as you move your feet. Let's go through this slow still. Small little steps. As I step, there's a little wobble and then I push down and I'm not lifting my feet high. It's small little steps. I feel that little wobble and then I'm over the top. Okay, here we go. All the way over. Now try. When you feel that little wobble, conquer the fear or conquer the worry. You've got the poles here to help you. And now you're back in again. Here we go again. Small little steps. You'll begin to feel the ground change under you, but you're safe. Here we go again. Little step. There we go. And hold on. And if you want to go slower, and I'll show you one more way. Here we go. When you get close to the middle, just step 1, 1, push, and then bring your foot across. If you want to go a little easier, I'll go one more time this way. When you get close to the middle, press 1, 1, push, and then bring your foot across. If you feel comfortable, you can get that little wobble going on and realize you're controlling the board. There you go, your pressure points are controlling the board. And again, your feet are almost flat as you're going. I feel that little wobble. And what's amazing is the first time you did it, probably felt a little unsteady or felt a little nervous. Now, as you do this, you're beginning to feel or know you can control your body. The board's moving, but you're in control of your foot pressure and your movement. Last time across and back. We go here, and you'll feel how you're in control. Nothing's changed with your body because it hasn't suddenly got stronger. Step back off the ball with your left foot. What's changed is the confidence that you have in your brain to adjust as the ground adjusts, as your body weight begins to change, as the angle changes, you're in control and your body will get stronger from doing these type of movements, but safety always first. Okay, next one we're gonna do. Step on 2 and step on 2. Now what I want you to do, this is again, you don't have to do this one. We want to have a little bit of fun in here where you're going to challenge yourself to get out of your comfort zone, but not if you don't feel comfortable. We're going to take this a little bit to a higher level. So what I want you to do first is push on the left, lift your heels and just drop on your heels. Push to the right, lift your heels, drop. So there's a little bit, very small amount of impact. This is really good. I know Debbie did a class, Kathy did the class where she was talking about the importance of bone strength, bone density increasing, and just tapping your heels like this sends a little shock through the bones and helps with, again, strengthening the bones. And we know as we get older, we lose that strength. Now, what I want you to do is just push down on the poles and come down. Push down on the poles and come down. You can put your thumb on top if you want. I like to put my palms on top because I can always come down and grab the pole if I need to, but I'm going to push and use my arms to push up. Arms to push up. Arms to push up. Now, this is where you're going to stay unless you want to go to the next level. And again, safety is always first. What I want you to do, push down with the arms. Now here, can you just get a little hop, push? All you're doing is you're pointing your toes and at the last second, push with your arms. Your toes will begin to come off of the board, but you don't really jump high. They're just there and I'm coming back down on the board again. Up, down, and up, down. And I'm using my hands to push to help me. Again, even if your feet don't leave the ground, that's that little explosive movement that is strengthening the toes, strengthening the feet, strengthening the ankles, strengthening the calf muscles. So I'm here, push, here, and again, only go to your comfort zone. If you begin to feel I'm getting a little confident and you're just rocking side to side, little push. Even get here, feel safe, and push. And rock, pull up on your toes and push with your arms, safe. And notice when you come back down, you land on the leg closest to the pole, so the poles will support you and the ground is solid. Here we go. Push, push. Brilliant. Even if you're not doing it, you're thinking it. And that's brilliant because we're encouraging the brain to get out of its comfort zone thinking-wise and prepare the body one day to be stronger, to be able to react to athletic movements. Good, and come back, just rock, side to side. Whew. That, again, tough exercise. Always go at your own level, but it gives you somewhere to go to, knowing there's something. And again, if you're nervous, put this against your sofa, so that if you feel uncomfortable, you can just sit back all the way down and then just lean back and you're safe on your sofa again. Okay, next exercise we're going to do. I want you now, we're going to work on hand dexterity. I know there's some people out there, Frank and Eileen, we talked about you before out in New York, where someone's hand isn't quite as strong. So what I want you to do is hold onto the poles and find your balance in the middle. Now, take your thumb, hold the poles and press your thumb into the top of the pole. Press 2 and 3 and 4. Press the top, 5, up, 6, up, 7, up, 8. We're strengthening that thumb. 9, and last one, press and relax. Now what I want you to take your little finger, you see my little fingers here, and tap the pole out. 2 and 3 and 4. Keeping your balance. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. When you're squeezing in, squeeze that finger. Good. Now we're going to do the forefinger right in here. Are you ready? Squeeze and 2. Keep the balance. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. Last one, squeeze, release. Now we're going to go the next 2 fingers together. The reason being, try and move your fourth finger without moving your middle finger. It's really hard to do. So hold your little finger and your top 2 middle fingers now. Squeeze, open, squeeze, that's 2, open, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and keep the balance, 7 and getting that fine dexterity, 8 and 9 and 10. Good. Now put your thumb on top if you haven't had it already, and now play the piano. You're rolling those fingers as if you were playing maybe the clarinet, the flute. And here, there you go, good. And just rocking, try and hold that balance. You'll feel you'll rock a little bit. Try not to let the sides touch the ground. We're loosening up those fingers. Now, take your thumbs, keep them on top, turn your hands sideways. Now we're playing the piano. So we're in here, get those fingers moving, try and keep that balance. If at any point you feel unsafe, you can grab those poles. We're just going in here nice and easy. Good, and come back. Now, last one, we're going to do this one rocking now. Every time we go across, we're going to change hands. So when I push to the right, my left hand opens. When I push to the left, my right hand opens. So we're left. Every time you're rocking to one side, that side grips, the other hand opens. Again, you might be saying, well, what's this got to do with balance? Well, if you notice, your hands are reacting as your pressure point changes. So my pressure point is shifting side to side, and I'm able to coordinate my hand movement, and I'm strengthening my fingers because I'm gripping and release. grip and release, grip and release, grip and release. And you'll notice as you're doing that, your forearms will begin to get a little stronger. This is great for picking things up, being able to hold on to something, going grocery shopping, grabbing hold of the can of what should we have a can of? A can of whoop ass. Now, where did that come from? I just remember one of the first things that someone, because we didn't use that, expression back in England. Someone said that to me back in England when I first came over. I'm going to open a can of, and so I don't know where that came from. Anyway, I'm going with a can of tuna. Good, and come back to the center. Take your palms, hold your balance, and put your palms on top, and just drop the fingers down to touch. At any point you're unsafe, you can grab the poles. Now we're loosening up the fingers, just letting them drop. There you go. And last one. Good, and come back. And let's just again, step back off of the board and take those fingers. Now you'll feel, doing this, that your fingers are really, your fingers, I just saw what Bob wrote. Your fingers will be a little tired. It's important that we strengthen them up. No different than toes. You have tendons that go through into your fingers. You want to keep them loose. You want to keep them supple, but you also want to strengthen them up. It's so important. Going back in here. Remy, great to see you here. You love the energy, coloring, and brightness that you add. Yeah, and then you see what Bob wrote underneath that. Remy, I'm on your side. I'm on your thing in there. Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot to do with the mind. It's very mental. We haven't finished the workout yet. We've got more to do. The quick little steps are so important, Beth. It's great. And Remy, don't feel guilty for using the handles. The handles are there. The great thing about holding on to the handles is the fact that when you don't need to, you notice the success, but they're there. Do not feel guilty holding on to the handles. They are your safety guide, and they're also your progression guide, and they're there to be used. So you do that. Bob, how much did you pay for that shirt? So everyone, what I want you to understand is Bob bought this shirt for me. It was a gift that he gave me, and so I didn't pay anything for it, but Bob bought it for me because he just said he really liked it. He liked the fact that it had the wrinkles in it. If you don't iron it after you wash it. I did have to wash it because Bob tried it on before he gave it to me. I guess he tried it on, didn't like it, and gave it to me as a gift. But I could tell because one armpit smelt of Bob. I mean, the natural Bob. That's why I had to wash it. So thanks for the shirt, Bob. I really appreciate it. And Bob's not funny. He gave me this shirt and dared me to wear it. What are you talking about? Okay, we're back up. Last exercise we're going to do today, but again, this is critical. I'm going to move the board back a little bit so you can see a little more, and I'm going to push the camera out a little bit so you can see more space. So, okay, so what we're going to do, let's walk over the board. 1, 2, in fact, I'll let you join me. Come and join me. So we're on the left-hand side of the board facing the right. We step, we're going to step over. Now we're going to step off the board, and I want you to walk all the way around the board and back to the beginning again. Okay, so when you do that, and let me just show you, remember at the front, there's the little bit that comes out, so you're going to step around the front of the board, and if you need to, you can hold on to the handles as you go. All right, we're going to go 4 times one way, 4 times the other. This is the end of our workout. Step up, move, push. Now, quick feet all the way around. Quick little feet running around and back to the front again. And right foot, left foot, right foot. All pushing all the way around, back into the front again. That's 2 times. We go again. Up, down. You begin to lean. Those feet move nice and fast. Quick little feet going across. 3. And we step up again. Up, middle, push. Step off. Quick little feet. Here you go. Now, when you get back to here, let's do a little side shuffle across to the other side, and we're back up the other side. We're going around the other way. Are you ready? Left foot, right foot, left. Off the front, quick little steps. Use your arms if you want, or you've got the poles to hold you. Left foot again. Left, right, left. Step off. The poles are there. I can use the pole to hold if I need to. That's 2. Up, middle, left, round. If you think this shirt is there, you should see the other shirt Bob bought me. Oh my gosh. I go up, last one, down, quick little step, and we're going round to the side and come back to the middle. Now, we're going to reverse this. We're going to run around the back. Last exercises of the day. Come and start to the right-hand side. Take your left foot, right foot. Now, when we get here, you're going to step off the board, but we're used to turning forward. Now take your left foot, turn, hold onto the pole if you need, and come back around this side. So we're turning to the back now. Up, middle, here, step. Now turn your left foot out, hold onto the pole with your right hand if you need to. Swap hands if you need to, and then go across the back. That's 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Step, turn, quick into here, all the way across, and last one. 1, 2, 3. Step, turn to the back, hold the pole if you need, hold the pole if you need, and come here. Good, let's go back the other side. Last 4, and we're done for the day. Are you ready? Well, not for the day. I'll explain more in a minute. 1, 2, 3. You step off the board, turn your foot to the back, hold on with the pole, swap hands if you need to, and then come back around. That's 1. Up, down, step, here, swap hands, come across the board. That's 2. And see, that's why it's great. If the sofa's here, just move the board slightly away from the sofa. Here's the channel. And if at any point you don't feel safe, you can sit down onto the sofa. And last one, up, here, victory is mine. And we're across, and there you go. Okay, that's the end of today's workout. Like I said, very, very simple workout, but so important because this workout will help you with Kathy's workout. It will help you with Debbie's workout. It will help you with my workouts. But most importantly, it will help with everyday movement of life, of going up and down stairs, pressure points, getting out of a chair, turning, changing angles, avoiding people in the street. Hang on, there's nobody in the street. Okay, avoiding people walking to the back. Okay, there's no one going to the back. Walking to... Okay, it won't help you avoid people because there's no people to avoid. But it will help you go to places that nobody else is going to because nobody else is going there. That's what I'm saying. Okay, what I want you to do, little heel kicks. You'll be surprised, and this is one thing I meant to mention. When you were doing all the finger exercises, you were trying to balance, and we forgot sometimes that we were trying to balance, but those muscles are working in the legs because it's so, you're working on your balance, and that's, again, multitasking the brain. If you didn't even notice that you were trying to balance, you've already got a great proprioceptive connection of feeling pressure points. Good, just a little step to the side, just in here. Bob once told me, don't quit your day job. I didn't have a day job. It so confused me. I ended up having to go to a therapist to try and figure out what it meant because I didn't have a day job. I didn't even have I didn't even have a therapist, and that's what was confusing. Was went to my therapist and they weren't even there. Anyway, come and stand still. Roll your foot around, loosen up that ankle again. Keep it supple. And change angles. Ankles and angles. There you go, good. Good, put your right foot on the edge of the board. We're just going to do that calf stretch now. Bend the front leg slightly, lean onto that foot, push the heel to the ground, feel the calf stretching. There you go, change. We're not always this goofy or crazy in workouts. Bob sometimes can be serious and this stuff, but I just blame it all on Bob. Good, slide your hands down the poles and then keep those legs straight and just bend forward, keep the legs straight. Feel that stretch. It feels so good. Good, and come and stand back upright. Roll the shoulders backwards. I love this exercise as well. It's so relaxing. When you have stress or you're feeling tight in the shoulders, just relax and don't squeeze them hard. Just roll them round and start thinking of relaxing. Good, put your hands back on one more time. Bend forward at the waist. Keep those legs straight. Drop those elbows. Feel that stretch on the back of the legs. Oh, it feels so good. How come when it feels so good we go, oh, it feels so good. It felt so good when we go, yeehaw, because I'm from Texas. Good, and come and stand back up again. Good, shake out your body. Very good, put your legs slightly wider apart. Just run one hand down the side, feel that stretch. And come to the other side, feel that stretch. Good, roll out the wrists. Shake your fingers. And that's the end of the workout. Thanks so much. Okay, so when I said it's not the end of the workout, there's more to do, I'm going to challenge all of you today. I want you to get on the board 5 times today. All right, 5 times. Keep account of it. When you're walking by the board, I don't mind if it's for 10 seconds. I don't mind if you walk over the board. I don't mind if it's something you get in front of the TV and watch for 5 minutes and rock. I want 5 different times on the board today. And that's because it would just kick in that moment you're on the board. We're training the consistency, the repetition, which means that the brain-body connection, the feeling will continue all the way through. So it's not like we've got a break in between. And you will be doing that with movement anyway, but pick 5 moments, 5 exercises to get on the board. It doesn't have to be for more than a minute unless you're watching TV. And if you do 20 minutes rocking on the board on TV, that will count as 2, right? That will count as 2. So I still want 3 other moments. You might be going, walk into the kitchen, get on the board, rock, maybe lift one leg, and then step off the board and go the other way as well, and just keep on with your day. But use it during the day if you walk past it, just to step on. As long as it's 10 seconds on the board, that counts as 1. So that's my challenge to you. The workout's not finished today. It continues because we're always living life. And remember, if 80 to 90% of performance is mental, then start training your brain to heal your body. Feel the points that have pain. Send it love. Don't criticize it. Don't put it down. Don't ever use the H word to that part of the body. You've got to love it to get the results. We talked about relationships. Send love to yourself, positive thinking, and watch how with doing the work, your body begins to improve. I'm 100% confident that the brain will always lead the body and your attitude will always determine your altitude. So with that being said, going back in here, Matthew, just go back. Oh, we got a lot of messages. I love that. Bob, you are so full of kindness. Thanks so much, Bob. I can't believe you wrote that. You're so full of kindness and love. And so, Bob, thanks for writing that, mate. You like, yeah, like the old ring around the car. That's right, Remy. But again, all these movements are so great. Yeah, Autumn, holding the poles is great for your balance issues. Again, never feel guilty for anything that you do. If you need to use it, use it. If you let go and have to grab back on again, don't, never judge yourself. Don't put yourself down ever, because one day you won't have to use them and you can praise yourself. Be where you're at, celebrate where you're at, and that will give you the energy and the positive thoughts to get better and then celebrate new steps as well. Bob says, hey Dan, I would like to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and congratulations for using our wonderful board. Thanks, Bob. I'm sure everyone will say happy Thanksgiving to you too. Just so you know, I will be doing a Thanksgiving class. Now people say, how could you give a Thanksgiving class? It's simple. I turn the camera on and I do it. It'll be a much shorter class, about 20 minutes, just so that, again, if you are having some family over and you're sitting at that table, we're going to work on getting up in the class. Get up, move around. It's going to be like a warm-up for the day. So have a chair ready on Thursday. And again, shorter, maybe 20-minute workout, but we're going to be working on things because I want to keep giving. Thanksgiving is the celebration of giving, but it doesn't stop giving. So I will be here on Thursday. If nobody else is here, I don't mind, because I want you to have the best day and celebrate it with everybody out there. And Bob, it's a great message. And so thanks so much. Duresha, nice shirt. Absolutely. And I want you to write that and say, Bob Eubanks, it's a nice shirt, before he says so much. Remy, thanks so much for being here. Sometimes we have those days where our brain goes off on this lightheartedness. So thanks for laughing along. And probably a lot of people got a great eye workout today, because every time I said something, they probably work in the eyes. Oh, there he is again. Oh, God, there he is. So, Linda, thanks for being here. I don't know if you got to watch much of the workout, but this will be uploaded later on YouTube, and it will be saved on Facebook as well, so come back and do it later. Ildi, the foot workout was great. You broke your foot in high school walking home from basketball practice. See, I told you to stay in basketball practice longer. If you had stayed there longer, you wouldn't have broken your foot. You should have listened to your coach. Now oh, hang on, I wasn't your coach. And I didn't tell you to stay longer in basketball practice. I'm sorry you hurt yourself going back. You thought you twisted your ankle stepping off the curb, but you broke your foot on the side of the pinky toe. Same place I broke my pinky toe as well, and I ended up in a boot for 8 months. Before then, you never thought of toes big or small, but it makes sense to keep themselves. Absolutely, toes are critical. Strength of toes are critical. Flexibility of the foot is critical. It allows you to push back. So, and maintain your balance. Thanks for sharing, Ildin, and congratulations again. Happy Thanksgiving, Autumn. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone from Autumn. So thank you so much. Ildi, I'm hysterical today. I think I'm crazy. Oh my gosh. The men in white coats just showed up. Bob, did you send them over? Did they leave your house and come over here and get... No, I'm fine. I'm sane. Honestly, I know what I'm doing. I may be crazy, but I know what I'm doing. That doesn't make me insane. It makes me crazy. Remy, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And she says, Remy says, happy Thanksgiving to everybody as well. So thanks so much, Remy. I appreciate that. Charles, thanks so much for stopping by and saying hi. Bob, ballet dancers don't have day jobs. Believe me, ballet dancers do have day jobs. They're training. We never stopped training when we were ballet dancers. You were stretching. It was part of your job. It was literally a 24-hour day job. I actually slept in the splits. So imagine that. Took a lot of bananas. I used to get all these bananas and then put the whipped cream and stuff in there, but I slept in the splits. Pat, happy Thanksgiving. And Pat says happy Thanksgiving to all as well. Thanks so much. Duresha, thank you so much. Great workout. Thanks for being here today. Someone's got to get you shoes that match. I do have a pair that match, but it's the opposite. I have a blue, right? It's two exact same pairs, just on the opposite side. And just remember, if I'm using my right foot, it's the red shoe, and my left foot is the blue shoe. Pat, I see you watching again. Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving back to everyone. Denise, great workout. We'll work on the 5 times today. Thank you so much for doing that. It can be 10 seconds. It can be 20 minutes. 20 minutes counts as 2. But again, just get on the board and go in there. Pat Henley, you said, I call your shirt a "Can you see me now?" If you can't, then I suggest going to see the optometrist. But I had a friend who had a pair of very bright shoes, and he called them the icebreakers, because people would always say something to him, so it broke the ice of talking. So maybe this is the icebreaker, or it could be the freeze, who knows, where no one wants to talk. But thanks so much. Happy Turkey Day to all. So I'm going to sign off now. Happy Thanksgiving. I will see you Thursday morning. Just be a short 20-minute workout, just getting out of a chair and walking around, strengthening the legs and preparing for the day. But thanks for joining me. Have a fantastic day. Don't forget Kathy's amazing class tomorrow. I'll be here on Thanksgiving, and then Debbie will be there on the day after Thanksgiving. And I did hear a great saying. It said, don't forget to set your scales back 15 pounds at 1 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning. Don't forget to set your scales back 15 pounds at 1 a.m. on Thursday morning. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.